Hi, my name is Tony Parker and I run financial services here in London on behalf of VMware. We're delighted to be back here at Trade Architecture, where we started to see a shift of emphasis from the latency race towards what we see in abundance around the banking industry as a ferocious focus on taking cost out of their business processes. And that really resonates well with a client that we're delighted to have here called Newedge, who are helping us host a roundtable later today where they're going to talk about their NVision strategy, which was a strategy of modernizing their post-trade trading environment. From a business perspective, Newedge set about a couple of years ago. They've been live now for the last several months, wanting to improve overall their customer service. And in that, improve the time it took them to onboard new customers, new exchanges, but also identify and fix quickly problems that they had with their customers' trades. That was one of the kind of key drivers that they had. Another one was that they wanted to rely less on IT in operating the environment. So one of the things that we helped them do was abstract the technology away from the business layer and allow business operations to run their post-trading environment. And lastly, and I think this is quite significant because even their head of global trading or global clearing commented that for the first time he's now got one single place to go and see what's happening in his post-trading environment within the life cycle of his trades. Yeah, this is interesting. So VMware, as most people will know in the technology market, is well renowned for being the dominant provider of virtualization capability within the enterprise. Somewhere like over 80% of the servers in data centers globally run on VMware's virtualization software. But over the course of the last few years, VMware's also been assembling a number of very interesting application assets into a new innovative technology stack it's called vFabric. This underpins Newedge's NVision strategy. Two very notable pieces to that puzzle is SpringSource, the almost ubiquitous Java development framework. Well close to 3 million developers worldwide use the SpringSource development toolkit. And that gives them a tremendous benefit in wanting to leverage commodity skills to implement and of course to advance the system. Another very key piece to the stack was the in-memory global data caching capability called Gemfire. This is effectively what's providing the head of clearing that single view of where the trade is anywhere across the world at any one point in time. As a result of using the VMware vFabric technology for the system, they were able to move away from a very point-to-point architecture that they had in post-trade, settlement systems, clearing systems, to what we call a modern, more simplified architecture, staged event-driven architecture, which they were able to implement using the VMware vFabric technologies. In addition to that, it's based upon open standards. So open source is a very key, almost spine of capability to the vFabric stack. And again, what that yields is greater, lower cost of ownership, availability of commodity skills in the market, and also access to innovation that goes well beyond VMware's own engineering might. And lastly, in a global platform like that, where they are onboarding new markets, wanting potentially to enter new markets, they wanted to have scalability. So they wanted the ability to take the system, to apportionately stand the system up and down based on certain business volumes. Well, I think what we've identified out of the NVision program at Newedge is that there's a number of very similar workflows and technology patterns that we can apply pretty much to any business process within banking, particularly in post-trade. So clearly we're here today to publicize the use of the VMware vFabric technology and how it's been used effectively by Newedge, but we'd like to try and publicize this across the whole of the banking industry.